waiting for in 2025. And yeah, you got to hand it to Ramastorfa, starting off his third year in that is good, as Uriarte and Danish also on the front row, eh?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, Hakim Danish, quiet guy, very shy, but very, very quick. And you don't have to worry about stumbling around with that name, with that Thai name, because he prefers Mike Yu, which has nothing to do with this.
His nickname, is it?
That's his nickname, and that's the name, you know, his mates call him, and he's happy for us to call him Mike Yu instead of Kiatsik Singapore.
Daniel Jr., the American, starting from 7th place. Alongside him, Benyat Fernandez, former teammate to Valentin Peroni in the European Talent Cup, starting his first. Plonk back again from 11th place. David Gonzalez, another newbie, in 12th. Sullivan Mounsey, 13th. Lucas Brown, the British Talent Cup champion, 14th. Yaroslav Karpushin, and also Jurien van Grooten, the Northern Talent Cup champion, in 21st. Row 8 is Joel Pons, Zen Mitani.
The revs rise, holding on the brake, and the lights go, and a great start from the middle of the second row from Marco Morelli. He won't lead into the first corner, I don't think, because it is Hakim Danish from pole, but up the inside comes the 51 of Brian Uriarte.
There he goes then. It was a cracking launch for the night when he started on the grid. It is.
Yeah, but that is the front row, guys.
Oh, big crash there in the background. Goodness gracious me. That is a big old crash to start us off with coming out of turn 4. Sincerely hope all riders are okay and carrying on. We're coming down the back straight now. I can see VEDA Pratama, the 54, coming in down the inside, looking in towards turn 6, overtaking Morelli there. He's very late on the brakes, VEDA Pratama. He's looking up. Drama behind Peter has left Uriarte and Danish running away with it. It was Singapore, unfortunately, who had that big accident, but it says in our
belief in that, because as you say, it was pretty spectacular and good to see him get away from that.
Lucas Brown has crashed as well, someone else down in the background too. Deary me.
Just wants to do it. He's talking about passing everybody at the first corner, and he's come unglued for him.
Yeah, well, there you go. So, I mean, our timing screen's not quite keeping up. There was someone else who went down and timing screens, but as they come around the final corner then, for the first time, it was Sullivan Mounsey who went down. Oh, dear, what a shame for Sully.
So that's two British riders out if their timing screens are right then.
Yeah, certainly not a day for Royal Britannia, unfortunately, but there we go.
But one lap.
Season.
Oh, and a nasty moment there for whoever it was behind VEDA Pratama, but that's given VEDA a bit of breathing space.
Got to give a shout out to Benyat. It's all about equal machinery. It's about talent and how well you can work the motorcycle underneath you. And Fernandez doing superb.
He is, and he's battling with Carter Thompson. Carter Thompson, as I say, you know, he was fastest in first free practice session. He made a mess of qualifying as well, but obviously got things sorted now because he's battling with the number 7 of Benyat Fernandez.
Zen Mitani, the number 34 Asia Talent Cup champion, started 23rd on the grid. He is up into 13th now, so he's a real big beneficiary. Benyat Fernandez falls way back down the order, down the leading duo.
And he's going to pick up a double slipstream in a minute, isn't he? As he already is, he'll get sucked into those three.
Timing was entirely wrong. Not sure what happened there, but Singapore unfortunately started sick, down in 21st.
Yeah, so maybe he was involved in that. Anyway,
maybe he was the rider that went wide or something over the gravel.
Right, so VEDA up the inside. No, on Uriarte. No, he can't do it. But he's got past Hakim Danish, the pole man, and VEDA now sitting in a very threatening-looking second place behind Brian Uriarte. And of course, Pratama set the fastest lap of the race so far.
Got to give a shout out to Carter Thompson. He's leading the chasers from the leading duo now, the number 50.
Pratama, so they've got to find, I think the front sort of tucked, he'd almost lost it. He's recovered okay, but he's lost ground. It messed up his corner speed and his drive out of the corner.
Uriarte, Pete, I mean, if there was anybody who had massive pressure on their shoulders coming into this year, it's surely him. You know, his season is shock everybody with no expectation, but what do you do when there is that expectation? Well, he's harnessing it, and he's doing very well with it at the moment.
Well, that's right. And of course, he was, you know, with that incredible group of guys at the front of the Cup last year. Everybody except him has moved up to
at the moment. This is really impressive from him, and the gap to 4th place is increasing, Peter. Carter Thompson,
and there goes VEDA up the inside. He did it at the same place, and he looks over it. Brian looks over his shoulder.
How dare you? How dare you do that to me?
Yeah, that's right. Well, he obviously...
look at him back it in as well.
He's obviously happy in that corner and threatened to take second one.
This lot are absolutely drilling it. It's nearly 3 seconds now, though. Thompson...
the man in front.
Yeah, his VEDA PRATAMA track day tuition with his first students, HAKIM, DANIS and Brian Ariarte, apparently.
Yeah, but of course, you know, they're following him through there, and that's fair enough, but they don't really get to see what the 16-year-old Indonesian did to pass them.
No.
You know, that was the trick bit, not going through there in fifth side.
Much of it at the moment, I reckon, because this is all very interesting, but it's a bit follow the leader. Clearly, the big chunks being taken out of these KTM production machines is happening behind this leading trio.
Yeah, that's right. So we've still got VEDA PRATAMA leading, but they're, you know, they're lapping now at the 140, low 149. No, you know, it's not a bad place to be in normal circumstances, but when you started on the front row of the grid, you really hope for more of. AJ, you know, he's going to be learning an awful lot from this battle. It's a high-quality battle. A lot of great riders around him. You know, last year's winner, not least of which, of course, the number 95. And he'll pick up a lot from this. A really good step forward, as you say, Matt.
Carter Thompson's also been starting the MotoGP season, so we can't be across everything.
So
Jaroslav Karpushin is crashing. No, it's not him. It is just Christian Daniel. That's good. Right. But yes, Peter, I mean, what do you do if you're this top three? Hopefully, you're as intelligent as we believe them all to be. You keep it all relatively in order, safe, clean.
Stake at the final turn in, I think, race one last year. Like any of these three, can they make a break for it, get away far enough away for it not to be a last corner battle? And
also, if we look at the lap times again, I mean, they've had to cross the line. Let's see what the lap time is there. So 9.6. Okay, Thompson was able to put in a 49.3, but that is not going to close down a 5-second gap now. So it really is between these three for the win, bar any disasters for the race-winning chances.
And the guys know what it's like to run, you know, tyres of this as the top six, battling for that fourth place, which, of course, if any of these guys make a mistake, suddenly becomes a battle for the podium.
So this beautiful back section of the Circuito de Jerez, Angel Nieto, steeped in so much history, isn't it? I mean, we do love coming here to have the opener of the Red Bull Rookies Cup every year. It's so spectacular.
It is indeed, and you know, the circuit's got so much to offer. It really is, and it still is VEDA PRATAMA.
You might as well do a bunny hop with it as well, Brian.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, I mean, with the extra experience here in Europe, be all season long.
Brian Ariarte, the local hero, who's the one who looks most rattled at the moment, has witnessed that bit of grass cutting that he did just before.
I mean, that's the biggest bunny hop I've seen in Rookies Cup in some years, so, you know, we'll have to... I'm sure Red Bull will...
They're all the...
Right. Oh, well, Brian nearly proved us right. It could well be Danish. What did you do, Peter? That was your fault.
You
need to apologise to him
later.
I
do.
Goodness
but actually,
me.
I think really it's Brian who might have to apologise, because wasn't it on to the last lap then? It is. And it is HAKIM DANIS that leads with Brian Ariarte on his tail, and they are... How far are they ahead of... They're over a second ahead of VEDA PRATAMA. It's 2 seconds really. Want to lead down to the last corner or not? I
don't know, but Brian's not exactly thinking, look, I'm not doing airtime on my Rookies Cup bike and not winning this race, for goodness sake. So here he comes down the back straight. Take on these fast right-handers. Danish versus Ariarte to kick us off in Rookies Cup round one. Who's it going to be?
I think Hakim's going to out-brake himself and run wide, and Brian will get underneath him and exit out of the last corner.
This is it! This is it! Brian, round the outside!
Oh, my goodness!
Wow, what a move that is! It's the run to the line, Peter. Lead us through!
Surely he's going to win it. I think Brian Ariarte has this. HAKIM can't get out of the slipstream, and in front of him, it's going to be the Spaniard who wins at home. Brian Ariarte, HAKIM DANIS, VEDA PRATAMA, absolutely superb.
Quality.
Poor old VEDA.
Quality.
Missed out there, but what a battle for behind them.